With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Scarlett. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Leo.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, boys.
23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
To throw again on second down. Newton. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Throw complete to Herndon. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and inches. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game that I'm going to...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Broken tackle. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. And it's caught by Herndon. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 30. So the defense... They're opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
It's taken to the 26.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul-searching now. This is Scarlett on the carry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Newton now to throw.
Time to give a little credit here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin. He's got it at the 15. 36 yards on the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They run. This is Scarborough. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And he's got a man complete.
On the ball, come on.
So we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Squeeze. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th.
McLaughlin's pass complete to number 11, Julio Jones. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing is Newton, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Looking deep for Julio, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McLaughlin. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and got his man complete.
Hey, let's go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, McLaughlin. And finding the tight end Hooper. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of thing.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a pass hauled in downfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Is under review.
Check back 45. Check back 45.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, Tusa. Leo.
Following the fumble recovery, McLaughlin looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 47 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch one.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 74 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got Smith here. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game. how they've managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. McLaughlin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. McLaughlin, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the 50, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.